Yeah, it's food, basically. And then we'll look. Oh, God.
Hi, I'm Bruno.
I'm Tristan.
I'm Stefan.
I'm Jake.
And I'm JB. And our product is the Super Hot Swag Bag.
Imagine a long day of work ended off as you're driving home. You go to a local fast food restaurant, pick up some food for every single member of your family, including your kids. As soon as you drive back home, you discover one issue. It's all cold, all soggy. Your kids are upset, they're screaming. Well, we have the solution for you. Bring in the Super Hot Swag Bag. Our main issues are normally there's a long distance between the destination and say the restaurant. So during that time, it has time to get soggy, has time to get cold. And normally, kinds of holding bags, they're super expensive. Ours is meant to be cheap, affordable, usable by everybody. Our solution, using our super hot swag technology that makes condensation stay in the bag, as well as keeping it at an affordable cost for everybody.
So our customer segment, it mainly affects busy parents and people who are like commuters who go to work all day and then come home, grab food. They don't want to go work in the kitchen or fix food for their kids. And when you're on the drive home, it gets cold and stuff. So you don't want to have cold food at home for your kids. It's also useful for college students that don't have a kitchen or don't have the materials to make food at home. So they pick up food and then they got to take it back to their dorm to eat because they don't want their car to smell bad. So they want to enjoy their food when they get home and it not be cold. Our market size, so 36% of the US adults eat food any given day. An average American family spends $67 a week. Our global lunchbox market valued at $2.7 billion in 2017. It's forecasted at $5.9 billion in 2024. So there's a big market in this industry that we think we can go for, and we think we can get a piece of the market. And then to achieve a size of 1 million, we would need to hold 0.037% of the market. So it's not it's a little bit of the market that we'd have to get to make money. And then we'll use social media to reach the people and advertise. So we use like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, stuff like that. We can sponsor local schools and sports teams as we get bigger. And then if we get even like super big, we can pay celebrities and people like that to influence and use our product.
And our UEP is good dining quality and takeout experience.
So for competition, like there's a lot of competition out there in this segment. And so for individual size bags, we picked here the Yeti lunchbox and this Hydro Flask lunchbox. As you can see, they're very expensive for just a lunchbox. And really, it's just people paying for brand recognition and stuff. And these companies are very large and they get a lot of sales. So it's already proven that people are willing to shell out large amounts of money for a product like this. And then for family size bags, there's two products that we thought were pretty interesting, and we thought in the future we could also make similar products to those. So the Carhartt cooler backpack at $67, again, insulating bag, it works as a cooler, and you could also use it to like insulate hot food or something. Same thing with the LL Bean insulated tote, again, just a bigger size bag that you can use to get food for your family and such. And for our customer interviews, we found out that 60% of the interviewed people eat fast food 2 to 4 times a week, which really just confirmed our priors here of like the frequency that kids our age are eating fast food. 54% said taking home was their preferred way to eat fast food. The other were split mostly between delivery and eating in the restaurant. And we think like ever since COVID and stuff, we think that this number has like really risen. Like less and less people want to go to a fast food place and eat inside. More people want to get it delivered or take it home. So we think it's a growing market as well. And 50% said the biggest problem with current fast food packaging options are the loss of heat. Other problems that people said were just the quality of the packaging, food getting crushed inside and things like that, or like the condensation, like overwhelming the inside. So we think that's the biggest problem we can solve. And then parents that we interviewed, parents with 1 or more children we're 3 times more likely to be interested in our product than those with none, which again just confirms our priors that we think this is a product that parents with children would be very interested in. So our financial model, our individual size bag costs $3.03 to make per 1,000 units. Again, that number obviously, that cost goes down the more units we order, and we plan on selling it for $13.99. And our family size bag costs $3.96 to make at 1,000 units, and we will sell it for $18.99. We have a $75,000 startup cost, which includes research and development, inventory, and things of that such.
And then based on those numbers that you just saw, we estimate that we're gonna sell $3 million worth of products over the next 3 years. And one of the ways that we hope to achieve that is by adding several new products, including a drink cup and recyclable bags. And we expect to first turn a profit in the first 6 months. So our MVP was simple. It was just basically like any lunchbox you could go to like Walmart and Kroger and get. And we chose this because we wanted to like see what we could improve upon and see how it's already been used in terms of condensation control and how well it keeps the heat.
And then we need $75,000 to do inventory and R&D, and then $35,000 to cover SGA and A for the first 6 months.
That's it.
So who came up with the name?
I mean,
Jake.
I thought it was a rapper at first.
Have you looked into like where you would manufacture it, like U.S. or where, like have you looked into the manufacturing costs and
So
where you would do that?
our manufacturing numbers were based off of prices that wholesalers would charge for very similar products. So we obviously wanted a little high quality material, so we looked for products that were, not the cheapest options, but also not like the very, very best, the most expensive, and we thought that that was a accurate price compared to just the wholesalers and other producers and what they were charging.
Have you considered if you're gonna make it in the United States or overseas and import it?
The manufacturers that we looked at mostly were like overseas manufacturers, just because it's cheaper that way.
Sure.
So like when we start, it would definitely be easier to manufacture outside of the U.S.
So from a performance perspective, how is your product gonna compare? I know it's cheaper than the Yeti, Carhartt, all that, but performance-wise,
So we want to reduce the amount of condensation inside of the bag, because obviously if your bag insulates everything, it also insulates the condensation from like the hot food, and that can cause the food to get soggy. So what we want to do is find the perfect balance between insulating the food and keeping it warm, and also keeping it as fresh as possible, not having your food getting like if you have fries, like we don't want your fries getting soggy because of how much steam are inside of the bag from the fries. So we want to find the perfect balance of that, while also we don't want our customers just to be paying for a logo or anything. That's why we were able to charge a lower cost for our product.
Where did you say you're gonna sell the product? You gonna start online or in stores?
Yeah, so first we want to do mostly online sales, and then eventually we can work into retail as we get more brand recognition and such.
So you've got website development and your startup costs,
Yes.
which was $75,000?
Yes.
and you mentioned sponsoring sports teams and stuff like that. Sponsoring DoorDash drivers, I think, would be even better, right? 'Cause I don't go get my food, someone else goes and gets it.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, like DoorDash drivers, that's a place where eventually, like, if we can get our product into a space like that, I think that would be great. But with like the sports teams, we were more thinking like on a local level thing, like sponsoring like a local high school football team or something, just to kind of get your name out there. Distribute some products to players, parents, and stuff like that, just so they can try it out.
Put logos on them. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And get your logo out on the field and stuff, just so people recognize it.
I mean, who wouldn't want super hot swag bag on the field?
what announcer wouldn't want to say that? over and
Exactly.
over?
Not knowing that they probably.
They probably would too, just with one of it.
Just sign question.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.